Greetings, everyone. Welcome to today's Tuesday Tirade Entertainment Talk with myself and maybe in a little bit Tom Connors. Usually I get the show started on time, and I hope Tom's sleeping, to be honest with you. He's been spending an awful lot of time online lately, and we're just plain worried about him, but that's okay. We're going to keep the show short today. We don't have a choice. I have to do a firm 1 hour, maybe 1:10 at the most, because an hour 10, because I have another commitment. I'm going to be hanging out over on Lorena Creole's channel with that Chris Gore guy, talking about theme parks at the holidays. And Chris Gore has some unique insights when it comes to that form of entertainment. So that should be an excellent show as well. Again, over on Lorena Creole's channel right after this show ends. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully you can all hear me. I want to say hi to everybody out there in the chat, and then we will get underway. We really only have one subject to talk about today, and I did not bury the lead. It's actually in the headline for the show. Let's say hi to all of you and get fired up for the day. We've got Dragon Master hanging out with us. It's good to see you. We've got Cosmic Squirrel hanging out as well. Xenomorph is here saying hello to everyone. Looks like, let's see. Oh, Accidental Tourist. What's going on? Good to see you, my friend. You're always taking great pictures with your beverages. I love that. We've got Channel 66. What is up, my friend? Good to see you. See that you're growing your channel. That's awesome. Solar Warden is hanging out with us. Hola to you, my friend. Six is with us. Hey, Six. Good to see you, love. We've got Low Spec on Linux Laptop. You guys should be checking out his channel as well. What's up, One Man Show? Good to see you, my friend. Saying greetings and salutations. That's still one of my favorite avatars, by the way. And of course, Dapper Bard Games is here. I'm here. Does Hero pose? Absolutely. Indeed. Darth Sepio is here. Calling out Tom's garb. I'll have to fix that. I really will. That's all on me. The wizard robes, just their regular wizard robes. That's not all that odd, but all right. Keely Chow's hanging out. What's up, my friend? And of course, the ever lovely Aluvrian Imakara is hanging out with us as well, saying, hail, Tuesday. It's a good day. Absolutely. Sebastian Simonson is here. Good to see you. Reject Hollywood, go to anime. I cannot argue with that. That was a brilliant idea. Brightest Days out there saying hello. Hello to you, Zach. Good to see you, my friend. And your Muslim uncle is here. Salam alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. I think I said that right. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. Andrew 46 and 2 is hanging out with us, as well as Trina, the very lovely Lasso of Truth, and V to the HP. Interesting. Oh, I love the new icon. That's very cool. I love that. Let's see. D-Bud Martin is hanging out with us. My allergies are crazy, guys. I apologize. Plus, I'm doing Christmassy stuff, which has me in and outside all the time. Ugh, let me tell you. And my table saw, my router, my sanders, they're all going to all going to work right now. I'm going to have something just glorious for the boss for Christmas Day. Hey, what's up, Court? Good to see you. Love hanging out. We've got Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. The ever lovely Sherry is here. Man, and okay, there's Captain Trek. Captain Trek had a really cool show this morning before the 6-minute daily. Loved the flow. Great panel you put together. It was amazing. Even though I firmly disagreed with one of your panelists on some stuff, some assessments made, but that's the whole point of YouTube, is to have a discussion and part as friends. Let's see. It's going to be a Griswold family Christmas for Hollywood this year. Yes, I think you're correct. And the ever lovely Tina Bojan is joining us. And believe me, wherever Tina is, you can expect, as you can see from her avatar, quality content. Thank you for that, Tina. Our good friend from the theme parks, Rogue Disney, is here. Good to see you, my friend. Hope to see you over on Lorena Creel's channel a little bit later. And let's see who else is rolling in here. BK Panther is here. Wow, I'm just saying hi to everybody. You guys are rolling in. I love it. John E. Christmas? Bah, humbug. Yeah, well, that's what that Italian bishop said on Monday. I can't believe I did that story. What a jerk face. Ruining it for kids just a couple weeks outside of Christmas. Yikes. Hey, what's up? VidFile is here. We've got... Canadian Spider-Man is here. Good to see you, my friend. And Tom is here. What's up, Tom?
Hello.
How you doing, my man? Did I wake you up from a nap?
No, I'm waiting for my PC to catch up here. It's being a pain in the ass.
All right. Well, I could have left you a little longer. Tom, I heard a beep. Yes, the beep is here. His name is Tom. That's kind of neat, too, that everybody else can hear that.
That's because I can hear your shit coming through.
Well, what's wrong with that? I got great shit. Cool. Anyway, we only have one subject today, Tom, and of course it's holiday tentpoles. And of course we can talk about those. We've got I've only got, like I said, I was telling everybody out there, I've only got about an hour because I'm in less than 90 minutes. I'm supposed to be joining Lorena Creole and Chris Gore to talk about theme park stuff for the holidays.
Tell them I said hello.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially Chris. I love him. I want to be him when I grow up.
I want to be Chris when I grow up too. He's very cool, dude. That thing on Film Courage was so great. That kind of mini-series-ish thing. It's so well done.
I love it that my headphones are taking a dump. I can't hear you at all.
Oh, all right. Well, you're not missing anything. I'm not saying anything brilliant.
All I hear is...
I feel like it's Charlie Brown's teacher.
I need new headphones.
What's going on, Ken Jackman? You know what? I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Oh, I'm going to get them in the next day or two whenever I get money.
Yeah. Alaikum salam. Okay, cool. Thank you. And I love your multicolor collar. Well, yeah, actually. So if my collar is green and the stripes on my shirt are green and they match the green screen, then I end up with like the Technicolor collar. This happens. But
sounds like a gay play.
Hey, now.
CultureCasino in the Technicolor collar.
The Technicolor collar. My holiday tentpole is in my nightstand drawer. Tee-hee-hee. Lufrian and Makara, you guys are wonderful. I just bought a tent wood stove. Love tenting and tent poles. You guys are funny. There isn't a whole lot to go into this like series of holiday movies, really. I mean, we have the movie that everybody got some reviews on today, Spider-Man. Have you had a chance to see the Spider-Man yet, Tom?
No, it don't come out for like 2 more days.
No, you're not going to catch the Wednesday early preview.
I live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, yeah, and then of course
Andre got shut down.
What?
He is pissed. Pissed. They pushed Spider-Man back at least a month or more.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's very much pissed. Here. He should just get the fuck out of there.
Well, he's got kids and money there, and both of those things are hard to move. Kids and a job. But yeah. Spider-Man, some of the reviews came out. Yellow Flash did a great video on that this morning. Before that, I did a little conversation around the 6 Minute Daily saying, this sounds very chilly.
I don't know. I heard from somebody I trust very highly
Mm-hmm.
that it's good. It's not woke.
Well, I didn't say it was bad. I just heard there was a lot of chilliness in it. That there was some, what does Latino slang say? Wacoso stuff in there.
That's not what I heard. I heard the actual opposite.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. But when all of the critics are giving it a 10 out of 10 and they're calling it a triumph.
Wow. It's Sony, not Disney, though. Keep that in mind.
All right. Well, it is Sony. Like you said, I want it to be good. I do. I want things to be good. I don't cheer for them actively to be bad. Spider-Man is theater only. Oh, a Louvrian would have to go 150 miles one way. Good gravy, a Louvrian. Well, I promise you, wherever I am, I won't spoil anything in the film for at least a week. So unless I'm on a panel like with Tom and Andre and everybody who's seen the film, and then we were actually going to tell you there's going to be spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But yeah, Spider-Man is theater only. I don't know. John Yee, is Norway shut down completely, Tom?
Sounds like it.
Ah, that sucks. The Disney shows are hitting Rotten Tomatoes pretty hard. I've heard it's great and shitty. I've heard both things, so we'll see.
Let's just say I heard from somebody who you and I both would trust.
Yeah.
Who has zero reason to shill to anybody.
Right. Okay.
I'll even put the name in the private.
You don't have to. I think
probably would know who I'm figuring about. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not. I'm like I said, I'm gonna be enjoying it Wednesday. I hope tomorrow. So, Triumph kind of nowadays is a red flag. So yeah.
Yeah, go look at the name I just put. You'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I figured that's yeah. I figured.
You know he ain't gonna lie to me. So
I know he ain't gonna lie to me either. So yeah. Wait a minute. Sony also censors PlayStation games, so I don't know. It guess upon how they feel. Well, we'll see. I think they are relying on. By the way, is there a bigger studio this year than Sony, Tom?
Even though Shang-Chi, I think, still has the highest grossing movie in the US. I think by the end of the year, between Spider-Man and everything, they'll be top of most.
You know, in this quarter that Shang-Chi was released, Disney company in their division that actually has the film properties in it, the theatrical releases, which include Star Wars, Marvel, et cetera, they lost $87.5 million.
Nice.
So how successful was Shang-Chi? Anyway.
Where do they claim that money went, or what did they lose it from?
That's the problem, because they've rearranged the way things used to be into these new divisions. You have to go hunting for all those numbers, but in that division where film is now,
what else did they release in that time period?
I don't think there was much. Maybe the tail end of Black Widow. That was it, right?
I didn't lose any money.
No, but that was the tail end of Black Widow, and then Shang-Chi. And then they rolled into what was the one after that? The Eternals, right? The Eternals. Yeah. So it's just interesting. For the year, they're down money in films. I mean, like they are not in the black. But I think Sony. That's the whole point I wanted to get to. I think Sony. Is the big winner for the year for 2021. Ghostbusters Afterlife, Venom, you're about to just destroy things with Spider-Man. Sony had a lot of big winners this year. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I mean, Universal had...
Fast 9.
Yeah. And Bond did well, so...
Yeah, but it did make money.
Yeah, that's pretty much the problem. And that's the thing I see with Shang-Chi too, is
Yeah.
it might have been profitable, but just barely.
I see bad things ahead for Doctor Strange too, which really concerns me. Louvrian says Shang-Chi and Loki stands, who are everything Marvel, is the bestest ever types who are padding the numbers. Well, we'll have to see. I'm going to see the film. No preconceptions, no prejudices. I'm going into this hopeful. I keep getting more reasons to be worried about Spider-Man, but I want it to be good. I think we all do.
Well, this is an actual critique from Christian Toto. He said that Tom Holland's previous Spidey efforts dabbled in wokeism, often via Zendaya's progressive character. Not here. The emphasis is on fun, loyalty, Spidey's expanded moral compass, and yes, that aforementioned fan service.
There's
So
plenty of it in the film, guys. Still be excited for that.
That sounds like a pretty decent review.
Yeah. Andre confirmed at Midnight's Edge Espanol that Norway was going back to lockdown in like 4 hours. God bless it. There you go. Dragon Master 360 says reject mainstream, embrace indie. 100%. Mr. Tickle Trunk sends us a $2 super sticker. It's a Shiba Inu fart and hearts. Thank you for that. It's my favorite little sticker. Support independent creators. Yeah, author Stephen Walton. Yeah, I think I say that before the end of every one of my videos too. I believe in it, and I do. I support the pants off of them. Not literally. What's up, Willie? Willie says, dude, I'm catching the Monday morning Midnight's Edge in the morning. Holy crap, Tom, you were on for a long time. Yes, good to see you, Willie. You guys were on a long time. I almost joined you because I came back to the house. You were still going. I'm like, good crimey. They've been going for like 4 hours. You had a big day yesterday, Tom.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it was great having you hanging out with us, yelling at some parked cars. Did you feel good after yelling?
It's always nice to yell at parked cars and tell them to get their ass moving.
Yeah, it is. It makes you feel
I
good.
switched off my headphones. I couldn't fucking hear you anymore. So hopefully it ain't too echoey.
No, you sound great. I can't hear any echo at all. It's being properly canceled.
Plus I'm muting as usual, but I'm sick of this. My one headphone's not working, and then the other one quit working, and it's like keeps bouncing back and forth on my left and right, and it's giving me like a nauseous headache.
I'm so sorry, man.
It's all good. I just need to get new headphones.
6, support independent creators and wash your junk.
Always wash your junk.
Hands. All right, here we go. Let's just talk about this. I'm gonna bring this up. This has been they've been very bad guessing.
West Side Story flopped in America.
It did. All right, Box Office Pro has not been great lately with their guesswork, right? This one again, I just want to go over this because this is important. Tentpoles during the holidays are everything. They will make or break a theater, not theaters, a studio's like year. Absolutely. So the long range box office forecast for Spider-Man No Way Home tracking for a potential 200+ million launch. I assume that's a global number. The Matrix Resurrection, Sing 2, and more Christmas release outlooks. So let's take a look. The pros, multiple theater chains and ticketing portals crashed overnight Sunday and early Monday for Spider-Man tickets. By the way, I can still get a Spider-Man ticket anytime through the weekend with no problem. So apparently where I live,
I was having issues, but I'm going by myself, so it probably won't be that much of an issue.
Yeah, probably be good. Let's see. Here we go. As a result, we're seeing forecasting No Way Home to not only become the first 100 million weekend opener of the COOF era, but likely the first 200 million plus debut since May 2019's Endgame. Interesting. The Kingsman, which I cannot wait to see. is benefiting from steady promotional life cycle, with the awareness considerably high given its frequent advertising before multiple delays. The franchise enjoyed solid success in 2015, 2017, and I'm one of those people that is looking forward to it. It is a theater exclusive. Warner Brothers' final tentpole employing their 2021 hybrid strategy. The Matrix Resurrections is one likely to attract more demand for a cinematic viewing than most of its other releases. You think that's right? You think people are going to venture to theaters to see that rather than watch it at home?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I think it's going to do much worse than Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, me too. Me too, especially since a lot of the stuff's out there already and it doesn't sound...
Well, in the last two movies, right? Like, I mean, even though it's been 40 fucking years since the last one, I think most people are going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to take a chance on it. They might stay home and watch it on HBO Max before they go see it in theaters.
Yeah. Hey, Daryl.
I don't see this one having the Dune appeal.
Me either. Sing 2 will do all right because, you know, kids.
Yeah,
that's the last Universal release this year, I think.
Like, of all these, Spider-Man's going to make like 109 million its opening weekend. The Kingsman might be lucky to do 30. Matrix will hover somewhere between 25 and 30. It might do 40, but I doubt it. I'll be surprised if it does.
All right.
Thing 2 might do about 15 or 20. I don't know what the hell Journal for Jordan is, so I'll say it'll make $10 million. American Underdog, don't know what the fuck that is, so that's going to be about 10 million, if that.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at what the movie guessers say, and then we'll talk about those numbers. Don't Look Up. Don't know what it is. Don't care. Yes, it's on Netflix also. National Champions. Didn't look like it did well. West Side Story.
Boy, they're off on that one.
Whoa, boy, were they, right? 14 to 22 million, and it rocked 10.5. Not great. They put their domestic high at 55 million. Or they were high. Somebody was very high. Nightmare Alley, don't care about. Here it is. Spider-Man No Way Home. 190 million to 250 million.
Well, if there's more shutdowns going on, that's going to go way down.
That's 41% higher than their projection last week. So the domestic total high range, 520.
We're giving Kingsman much lower than I said.
690. Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. I'm that blows my mind. Do you think this thing's going to hit 700 million domestic?
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
As long as theaters stay open, it could. At least 500.
Okay, I think they're closer with the 520.
Maybe, yeah. Because I'm trying to remember the last one did about half of its money in the US too.
Yeah. And it is the biggest. By the way, no matter what anybody says, Spider-Man is the Godzilla of
most.
Yeah, is the Godzilla of that of superhero films. The Kingsman, which you're right, 10 to 15 million. On
maybe I should take it down to 15, but I thought that'd do well because that one felt like it had a lot of pent up.
It does.
I haven't even seen the first two, but I know a lot of people have been talking about it for a while.
Oh, I've been thinking about this film forever, man, and I want to see it. And Fiennes is in it. It's got some great actors. I mean, you're going to get to see the dawn of a spy organization, a global network spy organization. I'm very stoked about it.
That's about right in line for Matrix. I said about 25 to 35 million right there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think these numbers are low. I think these numbers are high. 35 to 50. No. 35 million. Here's another reason. No, it's a day and date release on Warner, dude. Most people are going to be watching this stuff. It's Christmas. You're going to be wrapping gifts watching this movie, man.
Yeah, I don't see the people taking the chance. I mean, maybe Matrix does have some theatrical value to it, but I just don't see it because it's not like, I mean, if the last two movies had been hits, maybe, but that last one really turned a lot of people off to the point where I just don't I don't see them.
Well, the last two were awful. The Animatrix was good. The original film was good. And the changed narrative around it all, after a book came out explaining what the Matrix was.
Look,
And
the only thing this movie has going for it is Keanu Reeves. Let's be
yeah.
real. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for that, I would say it's done. But
Well,
I'm not going to underestimate it too damn much because of Keanu. It could make 30-40 million that opening weekend.
yeah. I agree with you. Well, West Side Story we knew was going to suck rocks. Dead Natalie Wood would have been better in derivative size stories. Yes.
No, actually, I was not opening new headphones. I wish I was. That was me actually using a Gain sticky thing to get Sadie hair all off of me because it was all over me. I finally got one of my other video games put together.
Oh, did you? Oh, Marvel.
But I'm pissed because I can't modify my Mortal Kombat one. Like,
why?
it doesn't have the output for the audio like I thought it should, and it's one of the older ones, so I'm trying to get a hold of somebody who knows something about them.
Is it on the board?
No, well, I don't know. It doesn't have a headphone output, so the sound is built right into the ribbon that goes to the main playing board.
Oh, you just need to find a place on the header where you can plug in a headphone jack.
If there is one.
There probably is.
There isn't one on the. I might have to take it off and see if there's one on the inside that's not.
Yeah, that would be my guess. Yeah, it might be there.
Because fortunately for those who bought some of the newer models, even though they had the mono speaker, it had just a standard headphone output jack, so you could plug in your own external speakers. This one don't. It's one of the older original models, so I'm probably fucked.
But I know Capcom, the original Capcom boxes they laid out, right?
Well, it's just the earlier one-ups only had mono speakers.
Yeah.
It was built right into the where the controller is, and it's one ribbon cable that connects to that instead of having the sound output. I would take it apart and yeah.
I would make you cry. I could literally build a cabinet for everything that you don't own and basically put in an emulator and you would be playing the original game. So, but
I mean, there's boxes. There's models out there like that too.
Yeah. But Willie Woodward asked some questions. Says, question for you. 1, do you think the actual numbers for any streamer is super low? Yes. I think that they are always fabricating information. Or, I mean, if not, that's probably not the right way to put it. I think they're always misleading with numbers, and that's one of the reasons why they push the subscriber total as the most important number. I think that if you see that more and more,
they make more money the less you watch anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because they aren't having to deliver content. They don't have to pay a lot of pass through. It's a lot of other things. But and the second question is, if so, do you think studios will break away from the streaming model? No. I think that there will be studios that go back to doing primarily theatrical releases and selling their films. I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see a return to that.
Yeah, this day and date thing's going to go away, except for Disney's the only one I'm not so sure about.
No, they're committed to it. They are over their skis on that one. The Matrix trailer looked very, very, very who gives a damn dull.
Exactly. Yeah. It looks so much like the other shit. You don't have Lawrence Fishburne. What's her face? Trinity's looking like a piece of beaten leather.
Carrie-Anne Moss? She doesn't look good.
Yeah, she's not looking the greatest.
Yeah. Dapper Bard Games says, I think Matrix 4 is a skip. A lot of people.
Yeah, I'm not hearing a lot of
buzz
for it. Like a few people, but not like a ton.
Yeah.
We got VR in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Valiant Renegade? What's up, brother? A Dig Outlaw.
Smells good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just going through, me. I like to look at the chat, what they got to see. Yeah, Daryl's like, watch it at home and decide to go see it in the theater. Yeah, that's how I think people are going to look at the Matrix. Sebastian Simonson, does anybody care? I don't think so.
No.
Sandra Hammerslag says Feminatrix.
The Matrix was never really a big franchise. That's what people don't get is, yeah, we got 2 movies dropped on us real quick. But let's be real. If there had been any time between that second and third film, I don't think the third film would have even made any money. and people were so turned off. If the internet had existed the way it does now, that third film would have bombed. Like word of mouth would have got out, and people would have been like, "Fuck this noise," because that third movie was so
It
bad.
was terrible. It was terrible. I did not like the ending at all. And again, you're talking to somebody who was committed to the franchise because of, that was like the time in my life I was working through the IT.
Yeah,
stuff.
because I was kind of forgiving the second one. I'm like, all right, they're just kind of setting things up. I'll forgive it. It doesn't really, because nothing really happened in that second movie. It was just kind of a lot of action sequences, really.
Yeah. And I always felt like there's a lot of great special effects in here, but that's not what
They dated
sold me on the
badly
first
though,
one.
especially that big fight with all the
Yeah.
what's his face?
Smiths.
Yeah.
Well, the
They
first
look
fight.
so bad now.
Yeah. Ken Jack Ben says, so long as Marvel's owned by Disney, they never have a hard R blood and guts universe. Nope. Kingsman should be good. I will be happy to give you my review immediately after seeing that one. 55 million for a film absolutely no one is interested in seeing. That's true. More from Willie. 3. When do you think Nielsen Roku will divulge viewer numbers? I think this coming year. Actually, I think the numbers, I think it's either February or March, based on what they told us. So, and do you think the government would compel companies like Netflix to release their numbers via third party? The government can't compel them to do shit. The only thing they're required to do because they're a traded entity is to report their financials properly. If anybody catches wind that they aren't doing that, that's when they could get in trouble and they would be compelled by government to do so. But we'll see. Do you think companies like Netflix will go to third party just to appease potential advertisers? That's more likely. That's probably the better thing. Hey, Larry's here. What's up, Larry? A name so great you have to say it twice. Larry. Mags is here. Let's see. I think I said hi to Adega already. You said VR's in the chat. I don't see him yet. Would it be funny if the writers off the new Matrix tried to spin Trinity as having been the one the whole time? Of course she's the one. It's not funny. She is the one. The whole time. E. Clay Thomason sent a member chat and says Kilroy was here. Well, thank you for that.
Domo arigato.
Mr. Roboto. Your Muslim uncle says Thomas Connors Jr. got my one-up machine. No Miss Pac-Man, though. Going to have to
saw that. Yeah, no, Miss Pac-Man's a separate license. I have the see the one you have actually has more games than I do. The one I have only has Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Pal, Pac-Mania, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Land, and Galaga. You got the Legacy cabinet, which has a bunch more games.
Yeah. Or, I could just build you a cabinet. And
the thing is Miss Pac-Man's a separate license because it was originally a bootleg. It was a bunch of college kids who made a bootleg of Pac-Man
ROM together,
and it functioned so much better than the original one that the company bought it and just slapped a bow on it and called it Miss Pac-Man. But since they have to pay a separate license for it, it gets its own machine.
Robert Hammer makes a good point. In my opinion, humble opinion, I would rather want a new Matrix or John Wick game. I would freaking love a John Wick game, especially after Matrix Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. Yes, it is crazy good, Robert Hammer. You are correct. But man, I'd love a John Wick game. Holy cow. Enter the Matrix game was pretty good. I agree. The only good thing about Matrix 2 is that they can do this awesome Superman fight. Yeah, maybe. Unreal Engine is making movies. Yes, that's all they're using now. They've been using Unreal for a while. Have you seen The Mandalorian? Have you seen anything modern Marvel? You saw it in the Scarlet Witch show, WandaVision. It was all inside. It's all stagecraft, and it's all the other new, whatever the buzzword is for it. But basically, it's a bunch of screens and a sound stage, ceiling, everything but the floor, and actors acting in front of a camera. That's all it is. Tom, you have thoughts on that?
Not really.
VR is just hanging out with us.
I like turtles.
Keanu Reeves didn't want to work out or shave. He looks like not Neo. That's true. I don't know that he really needs to work out. Dude is constantly doing.
I would figure the beard thing had more to do with he was going to be shooting John Wick.
Yeah.
And I think he already is done with it. But my point was he was going right from Matrix 4 to that.
Yeah. Yeah. James Hurley says they made a John Wick strategy game that was good. I'll have to check that out.
If anything, they should have let him have the beard in Bill and Ted. He wouldn't have looked so old there. And then they could have let him go beard with
that. Did look weird.
Yeah.
He did look older without the beard. Disney had their family-friendly franchise. It's called Star Wars, and they ruined it. They could have had a New Line Cinema be in charge of distribution for the Marvel stuff, but they ruined that too. I agree. At CultureCasino, make a cabinet for me and sell it to me closer to 1-up prices. Then let's talk. Well, the cabinets are really easy to do, my friend. I've got patterns for everything. In fact, I just got a pattern and graphics for a NBA Jam 4-player tournament machine. So I'm thinking about that, and a Cyberball machine too. I remember saying in college that they were going to use Unreal game engines to make movies eventually. People laughed, said it wasn't going to happen. No, of course it was going to happen.
George Lucas was saying that back during the prequels.
Yeah. Oh, Riff is here. What's up, Riff? Riff Magas for an Australian $10 says, "Hail, Culture Casino. You're a fucking legend. Keep up the great work, my friend." Well, thank you. You keep up the great work, Riff. Riff's got a bunch of channels. Do check out Riff Magos. Best should be a combination of a 1960s piece like Mad Men. Oh yeah, Mad Men was great. Did you watch the series, Tom?
Yeah, I liked it until the last couple seasons. It kind of went off.
The last season, it disappointed me. It really did. I honestly thought that the younger free spirit bride that he had was going to be a good choice. Megan, I think was her name. I thought that would have been good, but they ended up destroying that too. The 1980s.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just kind of went weird.
Yeah. The 1980s action movie aesthetic, like RoboCop and Commando, throw in a little Last Starfighter, and you've got the perfect movie template. That sounds good. Let's see. No problem, my friend. Just got the studios. Later, everybody. See you later, Rogue Disney. Be safe, my friend. I hope you have a good visit, and check out Lorena's show in 60 minutes or less. CultureCasino and Tom, do you guys have any shows on iTunes or Android, or do you all use third-party apps and programs to rip and stream your extensive collections? I've been using third-party apps forever. My original thing was using Handbrake. I don't know, Tom, do you use stuff to rip your stuff digital?
I have an MKV ripper, but I have just all physical media. The only times I ever really rip anything is if I need it for a video.
Yeah, I rip it and store it digitally. I have like a bunch of drives. I have a NOS server that I utilize. I'm actually building a new server. I got a bunch of computers, old ones from the office, that I'm repurposing for that purpose. I'm going to build a RAID array full of all my media, and that'll make it easier for any of my appliances in the house, or even here in the office. I'll be able to pull anything down if I want it. It's kind of a good way to go. There's a tutorial on how to do what Disney did with Mando on the cheap with Unreal and projectors. Yeah, absolutely. Send the link, my friend. I am still working on this. It is in my watch list, Mags. I want to see it. I hear it's great. Arcane, Tom? You heard about this?
Everybody keeps talking about it. I'm so far behind on stuff that I might get to it at some point.
Yeah. Rough Girl, do you have power yet? Please tell me you have power, young lady. You need power. Yes, Lord of the hard drives. It's kind of how I feel. Right now in the garage, there's probably about 40 of them. What's up, Wook? Da-da-da-da-da. You got lots of people just rolling in here. Hellbound is another one to watch, I hear. I've heard that was good also. So I know I'm supposed to already have seen Arcane. I know, but some of us have like things to do all the time. All right, so let's take another look at a little bit more box officey thing just for fun, because that's what the show is supposed to be about. With The Matrix hitting the theaters on December 22nd, the Wednesday before Christmas, so it'll have a somewhat unusual start, considering it'll be hitting on the traditional Friday. Might count for the fact that Box Office Pro is projecting a 3-day opening of 35 to 50. God, these guys aren't doing their home. This is Screen Rant, by the way, that I pulled this from. It's going to do 35 to 50 because it's a day and date, and it wasn't really something people were clamoring for. That's why. Total domestic 95 to 135, I think, is being optimistic. I don't think Matrix is going to get there. 520.
That's assuming it's any good.
Yeah, that's true. 520 million minimum for Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know. We'll see. But the boss is here. Hey, Andre, how are you?
Very excited about Spider-Man.
How's it going?
Yeah, I heard things were not going well in your homeland.
No, unfortunately, because you see, we've actually had it really, really good throughout this entire thing, all in all. But unfortunately, we had an election in the last few months. And then the sister party of the Democrats and Labour and basically all the parties around the world that call themselves the Workers' Party, but who in reality are anything but, they won. And now they seized the opportunity to lock everything down. And then the local distributor of Sony and Fox movies, because they're like the same ones. Well, not Sony, but like Sony and Warner are the same ones. SF Norway, complete and utter incompetence. They decided that, you know what? Instead of releasing Spider-Man within the restrictions, which means that we can only have like screenings at half capacity, let's just push the whole movie back by a month. Yeah, that'll be brilliant. No one will mind. So yeah, they decided this morning that instead of releasing it tomorrow, which was the plan, they're delaying it by a month.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, it's insane. It's a testament to the sheer incompetence of the local branch of nitwits that are running this, and I don't know what their qualifications are, but seriously, like they're incompetent. I mean, they're the same people that saw to it that Venom was released like 2 months after the US, and
Wow.
then it gets better. Then they timed the release so that it would open on the same day as Ghostbusters opened in the US. So then they could push back the release of Ghostbusters by 2 weeks as well. So this whole thing about trying to align releases internationally so they all open much the same time, especially where you have like heavy spoilers and stuff, they evidently missed that memo. That happened to like the rest of the industry, but not these nincompoops.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, well, that's a price to pay for seeing Dune 6 weeks early.
6 weeks before the rest of us. Yeah, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, just rub that in. But we were just talking about the holiday tentpoles and if we thought that some of these projections were likely to happen. And I don't know. I actually, your perspective on Spider-Man is something I really would love to hear. Do you think you're getting a 200 million opening globally for Spider-Man on their 3-day over the holiday?
I don't know. It depends because like the local distributor, they said that many others are pushing it back too. Are they? Are someone else pushing it back, or is this just a uniquely Norwegian thing, which I am inclined to believe, because the Norwegian box office that's not gonna do anything. in the bigger scheme of things. But if you have like more nations that suddenly lock down and everything, that's obviously going to have an impact.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have a lot of sympathy from a lot of your friends out there. In
Oh
the
yeah, I'm sure.
chat.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But it's like
But
really, really annoying.
I haven't heard anything indicating that any other countries are shutting down. But we
No,
pulled up
neither have I. Again, so I attribute it to the sheer and utter incompetence of 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 um,
new
of the
leadership.
local branch of Nitwits. I mean, it's
Right.
not even a real company. Like the one of the managers is like a 20-something-year-old woman who's a part-time fitness instructor as well.
Mhm.
She's like the brand manager or something. So it's like 2 or 3 persons in total, and none of them should be having their jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of like I said, there are a lot of countries I could see potentially shutting down, but I don't see, like I said, almost all of these things that they're going to put in place come after the holiday, after Christmas. So I guess we'll see. But
Yeah, and this is the annoying thing that they decided like this. They're locking down on the day the movie was supposed to open.
wow.
Yeah, so it's so annoying and it's so frustrating, and it would never have happened with the previous government. What they're doing right now, so this is just because too many people here are also uninformed voters and
Yeah.
vote out of all habit, and then they vote in this fucking evil party. That's yeah.
Well, I'm very sorry, my friend, but the powers that be seem to think, or at least the folks over at
Yeah,
box
I just
office.
have to like
Oh,
really briefly say Cinemarv says I thought the Norwegians had it right all this time. Yeah, we did have it right all this time. Unfortunately, we
governments.
changed leadership because there were a little bit too many dolts that didn't understand the importance of the current government and how well everything was managed.
Yeah, you guys were doing really well. You had a great
Yeah,
model.
we were.
You know, and I love the way it was being handled in your country. I'd hoped a lot of other countries were going to try to pursue that.
Yeah, but instead we uninformed dolts in my neck of the wood voted the good guys out.
Yeah. Well, with Spider-Man, supposedly Box Office Pro seems to think that it's going to open between 190 million and 250 million domestically.
Did we lose Andre?
No, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't. I hope so.
I predicted between 100 and 110.
It's just
I hope
190.
I hope it does really well, and I hope that people will boycott it when it is released in Norway a month from now.
Well,
Wow.
and I figure that because Venom opened at 90 million. So I think it's more well within Spider-Man's range to be able to do 100 to 110.
And I think you're probably right. I think this thing is going to burst through $100 million, but 200
It'll be the biggest opening in the pandemic.
Sure.
Yeah, it absolutely should be that. It should
70,
be that.
What was the highest number? 71?
I thought it was Venom with 90 or whatever.
Whoa, that's right. I keep forgetting about Venom. It's a big number. Big number.
Yeah. Who would have thought that we ever would see a day where Sony was Marvel's savior? But here we are.
Yeah, actually, that's funny. You mentioned that. We were at the very beginning of the show. I was saying to Tom, Sony this year has been a standout studio. They have. I think they have cleared the most amount of money. They've had the most successful films. Venom is an example of that. Obviously, Ghostbusters Afterlife is an example of that. We've got obviously this one coming out, Spider-Man No Way Home. They had one early on. I'm trying to remember what it was, but they are one of the few, I think, studios that have had a good year. I really do believe that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they're saying that the domestically this will finish between 520 million and 690 million. You think this thing finishes over $1 billion, Andre? I think. What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I honestly think that it would have, were it not for more overreaction and overreach, because I see like that they're threatening to lock things down in the UK again. They haven't done it either, but they're like threatening, contemplating doing it, and also you keep on doing that in a few more territories. Moviegoing is going to be one of those things affected. It simply might not have the marketplace that would allow it to cross 1 billion, but it would be sweet if it did.
Yeah,
I think it's going to come pretty goddamn close.
I think that
considering how Bond did, I think it's got more than a
had
chance.
it opened a month ago, I would have said, yeah, it can do
True.
it. Not right now. I don't know. But,
see, and I'm thinking 870 to 920, giving myself that $50 million.
Well, what did Bond do?
790, almost 8.
Spider-Man does at least 100 better than that, if not more.
All right. I like I said, I mean,
Spider-Man's going to get the bigger local opening that Bond didn't get, right? Bond managed to do what it did because it's James Bond and it's popular throughout the world. Spider-Man has the same thing going for it, but what's different is Spider-Man is much bigger in the U.S. And I went looking for tickets 2 times now because I wasn't sure when I was going to be going. I'm trying to wait to get paid so I can get them, but like, yeah, I'm like, they're going fast. And it's already looking like I might have to drive to Madison as it is to see the damn thing, or wait till 7:30 to see it. So it's already kind of fucking up my whole night. Like, yeah. So, and then now Andre's finding out he won't get to see it at all.
That sucks. I'm still bummed out for you, man. I can't even believe that.
Yeah, because we were thinking that Andre was going to be able to see it by tomorrow.
Yeah, that was the plan, because I would have been home from having seen it by the time of the morning.
Because Chris is actually supposed to hop in and talk about it too, because he saw it.
Yeah.
So.
And so I'm going to be spoiled big time. I ain't no way around it. Simple as that.
Well, I'm looking forward to the film in as much as I want it to be good. I've now heard from anecdotally that it's good, so I'm willing to accept
I've also heard anecdotally that it's really good, and that means that my worries of how they were going to handle the darkness and stuff seems to have been unfounded. So perfect. Very, very happy about that. I want this to be good.
Me too. Yeah. So
I've heard at least a couple reviews say it wasn't woke either. So
yeah, which nothing is better than that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that I get a chance to get away long enough tomorrow to see it in the early preview. Other than that, I'll be at the theater on Thursday seeing it so that I can talk about it at length on Friday. So. And with no spoilers, unless I'm asked to spoil things. So, but Valiant Renegade says nearly every seat in his theater is sold out this weekend. He managed a single ticket for a Thursday show, and that was 3 weeks ago. That's such a strange experience, guys, because even looking right now at my regional theater chain and the big AMC chain, every single show is available. And every single show, starting Thursday through the entire weekend. That's insane.
Oh, well, there we are.
Yeah. But I'm like I said, I don't think Matrix will do well. I think Kingsman will do fine. The sports film that's coming out that's based on Kurt Warner football story thing as a quarterback is coming out. I don't think that's going to do anything gangbusters. Matrix, I think, is going to disappoint because it's a day and date release, and I don't think West Side Story does any more appreciable business the entire holiday. I think it's done.
I think West Side Story finishes with like $30 million.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. Let's see. Is there any? Let's see if I missed anything in the chats from anybody.
Well, I only had time to pop in to say hi, basically. So I have to drop out again. I just want to hop in since my friends were live.
Well, we truly appreciate it. You are always welcome. We were doing a short show today anyway because I'm headed over to Lorena Creel's channel to do a stream with Chris Gore in about 30 minutes. So
Nice, very nice.
But thank you very much, Andre, for dropping in. Do you guys have anything coming out you want to promote? I know you guys are working on some stuff in the background.
We're working on a huge on a He-Man post-mortem. So next couple of days, hopefully.
All right, fantastic. Well, guys, do check out Midnight's Edge. They have amazing content. I love hanging out over there for Midnight's Edge in the morning. Hopefully, we'll have an invitation extended tomorrow to do so. And it's always a lot of fun. We have a great time over there. The folks in the chat are very well informed as well, so it's a good time.
Yeah, I see a huge overflow. We have I see 6 in the chat. That's 70s rock fan.
Yeah,
Mags.
Naked Fame, yeah.
Naked Fame, of course. I believe I saw Sander Hammerslag there as well. Awesome people that we so appreciate to see around. And of course, Valiant.
Yeah. Well, I do honestly do appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here, Andre. And with that, have a good night. Get some rest.
Yeah. And Max says, anyone want to come and visit and go to my local theater? Well, if I could teleport to Virginia right now, I would. But
yeah, you should head for the west coast of the United States where the weather's a little better. And
I like the West Coast.
And a little bit of maybe the desert Southwest, and you can see a lot of things.
As it is, if I want to see it, I have to go to Sweden. It's not quite as exotic, at least not for me. For me, it's not so exotic, but
yeah. Yeah.
But then I may have to quarantine when I come back again. So yeah.
I want to be.
You're already locked down.
Yeah. You have lots of invitations to hang out. Executive producer Sol Leawood says go visit him in Texas.
Oh yeah, I'd love to take you up on that. Yeah. I'd love to visit Texas too. I actually haven't been to Texas, so that's on my to-do list. I've been to Virginia before, so I know I love Virginia and love most of the West Coast, but I haven't been to Texas. There are so many places between the coast that I haven't been. Like the most inland I've been is Vegas.
Oh wow!
So,
Vegas is awesome. Yeah.
Oh my! It was so cool. I loved Vegas. I could relocate there, no problem.
So it's lovely, and
that's where I'd like to set up a headquarters.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe one day, Tom. Maybe one day.
There you go. There, Mead in Vegas, live from Las Vegas.
It's Midnight's
Edge.
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding either. That's
wow.
It's not.
It's not California, but there's tons of celebrities around, and it's close enough. And yeah, there's tons to soak up and report on.
Oh, Lord Trinan says supposedly one normie movie reviewer.
Bigger cons and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of cons there you guys could cover. Lord Trinan says supposedly one normie movie reviewer who normally simps hard for Marvel had trouble hiding disappointment in Spider-Man.
No, that's a good thing, because then that means it probably wasn't they were hoping for, and it's none of this crap we've been getting. I like I said,
if this is someone that would simp for Shang-Chi and the Eternals that was disappointed, that's actually a good thing. But also, remember what we've been speaking about. I anticipated some kind of mixed response.
Yeah,
based on what we heard, I don't think everyone is going to be happy.
As did I. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say that's more as expected.
Yeah.
But we're on your heart out time here.
We are, guys. I really had a great time. I do appreciate everybody being here in the chat. Those of you that showed up, don't forget to check out Lorena Creel's show in just about a half an hour. We're going to talk about the theme parks around the holidays and many of the different theme parks with a special guest, Chris Gore, and it should be great. I love Chris's opinions. He does have some great insight when it comes to the theme parks. Tom, anything you want to mention on the way out the door?
No, I was just going to show Andre. It's taken almost 2 years, but I finally got one of them together.
Oh yeah, you did.
The Marvel cabinet.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah,
I was disappointed. I got to figure out my Mortal Kombat one, but that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah, well, it's very cool. I'm envious of those cabinets. You can rest assured that when we set up our Las Vegas headquarters, we're going to have a ton of those.
I already got 4.
We'll get the original ones, and of course we're gonna have some Midnight's Edge consmags around the place. So
And well, with that being said, and all of the nerdy stuff out of the way, I'll tell Terry Rose and I'll say this real quickly. Yeah, I'd heard about Robinhood acquiring Cove Markets, which is a cross-platform entity. They're going to start diving very heavily into crypto, so kind of weird. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. Check out Lorena Creole's channel. Hopefully one of the mods has thrown that into...
Did you see it had the Punisher on there, though, Andre?
No, I didn't, but I like that game.
It's got the Punisher, the old
one.
one.
Awesome. That's awesome, The same one that's on the Mega Drive.
I would assume so, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we weren't quite done nerding out.
Oh, no, I had to just... We're going to lose him, and then, so... And I'll have a video to you in like 5 minutes.
Myself.
I could make a fortune building MAME cabinets. I know I could. Anyway, all right, guys, have a great day, and we will see you soon.
Like Six said, wash your junk.
There you go.